So we're up to the Boston Celtics here, and our most NBA iconic images series here, isn't it? That's sort of what we're doing right now. And you've obviously shared me an image that it's a bit blurry, man. Your image is a little bit low quality, and I don't know where you pull that from. Surely there's a high quality capture here of Kevin Garnett celebrating his championship there. But I've obviously gone with a slightly different direction here with the whole team actually. I've obviously gone with the whole Celtics team here, and when I put this picture up, okay, and initially I was going to go a big three, right? But this was always the argument that this was a big four, right? And there was probably something about this image that firstly, this I guess we could have, and I was thinking about picking an image from like the 80s. Yeah, we're talking about like Larry Bird and the championship stand, and obviously before then they won a lot more championship with Bill Russell and so on and so forth. But I think this is a chance that neither of us picked any of those images in that era because we weren't there. That's the thing, right? It's so hard to just go, oh well, I'm picking Larry Bird because I looked at his stats and he's such a Larry legend. He's such an iconic thing. It's not in my head. And I think this image here that I chose obviously is one that captures a team that and there's two sides to this coin. One that obviously won a championship. That was, a great team, came together. KG came from the T Wolves, sort of, put them over the top there. And then Ray Allen came along as well. Rondo, I think, was like a rookie or second year or something like that. Yeah, young Rondo, sort of had the ball in his hands, and this team won that ring. But there was probably another side to this coin that, makes this image to me sort of stand out. Was that you could make an argument that this team really underachieved. Um, that this group of three, I don't know if Rondo will be a Hall of Famer, but three Hall of Famers, okay, only won one ring. And I know they ran into Kobe. Yeah, they ran into Kobe and they lost, in the finals in the other year. But it feels like that window should have been longer. Yeah, it should have been longer, and it could have been much more. And that's probably a bit of a theme, I think, with some of my other images I've selected too, that really sort of embody a franchise. And I guess look, this is obviously the latest one where the Celtics have been successful. I've gone with KG, Ray Allen, and the Big Four, obviously with Paul Pierce and Rondo at the Celtics. Tell me all about KG, man.
So I've updated the photo. I copied the link instead of the image, so it should look a little bit nicer for you. But this comes back to the, image has a sound connotated with it, and obviously this encapsulates the big three being formed and winning the championship, and setting up that precedence that anything is possible. And it stuck with me. It stuck with me, and it's I think that's going to be a theme in my picks. Is recency bias isn't truly what's at play here. It's the fact that you know, internet reels, memes, videos, shorts, whatever we're going to call it, they grab onto moments like these, and that's what I viewed as iconic. And as you're referencing with this Celtics championship, it is just one, right? They made the finals in 2010. They were unable to go past Orlando. And there's been a lot of revisionist history on that big three. One of the things that I found really interesting that I feel like gets glossed over, and credit to another video, I want to say Synthetic Sports, I think I told you about them the other day. They were pointing out that the Celtics the Celtics championship path was one of the longest paths that they could have taken. And what that means is that they had to play 7 games in the first round, 6 in the second, 7 in the third, and then I believe 6 in the finals. And there's only so many games that you can play until you run out. And so, despite the fact that it was a good big three, winning I think 60 plus games in the regular season, they they needed more time to build that dynasty, and that time never come. I think Garnett kind of broke down in the second year. And then, there's the legendary Perkins does his knee in game 6 against the Lakers. So can game 7 be called an asterisk? And then it kind of fizzled out. Miami formed straight after that, and they really didn't get a dynasty going. And kind of underrated for the Celtics franchise in general, but that's it. Like since the 80s, that's it. Obviously the Celtics have a very storied history here. And Larry Bird and, Kevin McHale and Rob Parrish, and forgive me for the rest of them that I'm missing, but they kind of dominated from 50s to 80s, really, Celtics and Lakers, right? And Lakers have kind of kept up that bargain. They keep winning here and there. And Celtics outside of this championship pulled off by trading for two franchise players from two different franchises. That's it. That's it. And I guess that is iconic for anyone in the last 30 years because it's their only title.
Yeah, I think like you mentioned it, recency bias is relevant here because yeah, there's many Celtics legends, and I'm not disputing them, but I can't say, oh, well, I watched them play or I felt that hype or anything like that. It's just not the case. So I guess besides like Tatum nowadays, and obviously the Celtics are still on the up right now, they've got the talent there, Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You could say, oh, there's something might happen there. Yeah, there was probably that sort of lean period as well. In the last, I don't know, but before KG obviously, and Ray Allen joined them, that really sort of there's a huge void there of success. So yeah. I guess before we end this recording, you picked this image because you just wanted to replicate this, didn't you? Yeah, that's right.
This anything is possible.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's like level of enthusiasm about two, man. It should be like 100 out of 10, right?
Well, not everything is possible, but I knew what he meant when he said it. So
This is Two Guys with Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist in giving our video a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.